Hello and welcome to the first episode of Political Ideologies and Philosophies. On today's episode, we'll be doing Marxism. Marxism is a method of socioeconomic analysis that views class relations and social conflicts using materialist interpretation, historical development. It takes dialectical view of social transformation. It originates from the works of the 19th century German philosophers Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Marxism uses methodology now known as historical materialism to analyze and critique development of capitalism. According to Marxian theory, class conflict arises in capitalist societies due to contradictions between material interests of the oppressed proletariat and the class of the wage labor employed by the bourgeoisie. To produce goods and services, bourgeoisie, the ruling class that owns the means of production, and extract their wealth through appropriation of surplus product produced by the proletariat. This class struggle is commonly expressed as a revolt against society's productive forces against the relations of production. Results in the period short-term crisis as the bourgeoisie struggle to manage intensifying alienation of labor experienced by the proletariat. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Karl Marx, born May 5, 1818, died 14 of March 1883, was a German philosopher, political economist, I can't talk today, and socialist revolutionary, who addressed the matters of alienation and exploitation in the working class, the capitalist mode of production, and historical materialism. He is famous for analyzing history in terms of class struggle. Summarized by initial line introducing the Communist Manifesto made on 1848. The history of all hitherto existing society and its history of class struggle. Friedrich Engels, born 28th of November 1820, and died 5th of August 1895, was a German political philosopher and Marx co-development communist theory. Marx and Engels first met September 1844, discovering they had similar views of philosophy and socialism. They collaborated and worked on works such as Die Heilige Familie, which means Holy Family. After Marx was deported from France in January 1845, they moved to Belgium, which they were permitted greater freedom of expression than other European countries. In January 1846, they returned to Brussels to establish the Communist Correspondence Committee. In 1959, the Cuban Revolution led to the victory of Fidel Castro in his July 26 movement. Although the revolution wasn't explicitly socialist, upon victory Castro ascended the position of prime minister and adopted the Leninist model of socialist development, forging an alliance with the Soviet Union. One of the leaders of the revolution, the Argentine Marxist revolutionary Che Guevara, subsequently went on to aid revolutionary socialist movements in Congo, Bolivia, eventually being killed by a Bolivian government, possibly by the orders of the CIA. Though the CIA agent sent to search for Guevara, Felix Rodriguez, expressed a desire to keep him alive as a possible bargaining tool with the Cuban government. Okay, on to the economics. It bans private property. That means land, food, and pretty much basic human needs you're not allowed to have privately. You can still have personal property, which means, like entertainment like a TV or book. The and in the Soviet Union in like the 1920s and right around the end of the revolution, they supplied the people with their food and water and all their basic needs. So that is the basis of their stuff. Well, in most Marxist circles, it's always they want the government to be gone. They want people to live without any money, nothing. They can just they work for they get what they get from their ability, pretty much. That's the shortened version of it. So that is Marxism. Bye.